of the border in the historic French-Canadian city of Montreal, Quebec. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Mounties of Montreal. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Montreal club.
They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitor, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Elliott throwing into traffic there, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give to the fullback on the dive. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Elliott. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
On 1st and 10, Nowak. got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nowak. He completes it to Westbrook. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nowak. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up for the 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there.
And a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Elliott.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Elliott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When you look at this defense,
this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. Alexander. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
a tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Fox. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 96 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw. Nowak. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Nowak. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Vikings now heading on to the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Elliott. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Elliott. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Nowak. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Nowak. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body.
And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away.
The Montreal offense ready to take over now.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Nowak.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Nowak. And that's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is taken at the 15. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down. It's Alexander, and he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Elliott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Off Play action. Elliott. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Elliott.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Elliott.
Open man here is Benson.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now, the question, was the knee, in fact, down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Westbrook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nowak throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Off play action. Nowak. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Nowak. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Moore now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Moore. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Moore to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break.
Throwing on first down. Nowak.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Nowak. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. A final shot before break. Nowak. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score.
All right, well,
all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3.
this taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Nowak. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw again. Nowak. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Nowak. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Alexander.
And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Well, the Montreal offense ready to take over now.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
On 1st down, Nowak. Open man, this is Lewis. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nowak. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. It's Fox, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Nowak. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowak. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps them move the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets him the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Complete on a crosser to Hall.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Vikings 1st down.
Back to throw. Elliott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Elliott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Well, the Montreal offense ready to take over now.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nowak. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Nowak shakes off the sack. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nowak. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
On 1st and 10, Nowak over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Nowak. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. Nowak. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing on 1st down. Nowak. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fox. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 24-yard line.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Fights loose.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
This is 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Nowak. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Nowak. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Elliott. His throw incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run it here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Elliott.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Elliott. Dancing to his left.
Holding. Offense.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Elliott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
And the Montreal offense ready to take over now. Their defense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowak. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Nowak. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nowak. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on
Mounties get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Well, we lasted all the way to the fourth quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Point after, right down the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Off play action. Elliott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To throw on second down. Elliott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On first and 10. Elliott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
On first down, Fox. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fox. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 13, a little under a minute to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again, Elliott.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Montreal, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.